And just so you know, we have enough questions up here to last us and through the weekend, so we're trying to sort through them as best as possible. And there are some duplicate type questions, so we're trying to combine those up here. Next question is regarding the Obama administration's policy on ISIS and dealing with the war on ISIS in the Middle East. Has it been sufficient, and what is your position? And we'll begin with Mr. Caforio.
Thank you. The number one responsibility of the national government has to be protecting our national security. And we need to do everything possible to protect our community. And right now, ISIS presents the greatest threat to this country. And when we work to protect our country, we need to make absolutely certain we are working with our allies across the world, because we are facing a new and different enemy than ever before. And we need to make sure that we are cooperating, we are exchanging intelligence, and we are working together to make sure we are rooting out evil wherever it is. And that's why I'm so troubled by some of the statements that Donald Trump has made, casting NATO aside. We need NATO now more than ever. These are the countries we need to be cooperating with as they are closer to the Middle East, as they have access to information that we don't have on our own, and make sure we are cooperating together. We also need to make sure that we are cooperating with the great technology companies in this country. We have the most amazing, innovative companies in the history of the world who have technology, who have the ability to share and work with us as we confront this new type of enemy. And so we need to work with our allies, we need to work with great companies as we protect ourselves. We also can make some very common sense changes right now that will keep our country more safe. As it has become all too clear over the past few months, we face threats right here at home from an individual person who wants to do us harm. And so when there is a suspected terrorist, when we know that a person wants to do us harm, we need to make sure they aren't buying a weapon of war right down the street. And so we need to pass no fly, no buy, because if you are too dangerous to board a plane, you are too dangerous to buy a gun down the street from our schools. And this is something that 90% of Americans agree on. We all agree this is something we need to do to protect ourselves from suspected terrorists who want to do us harm. And yet again, Washington is broken. They won't even put it up for a vote because the corporate gun lobby has such control over so many people. This puts every single one of us at risk each day Congress refuses to act, and that's reprehensible. And so I support no fly, no buy. I support cooperating more with our allies, and I support working with our great technology companies as we confront this new and dangerous enemy.